Welcome to a quick time update of the December meetings of the Douglas County Board of Commissioners. I'm Lloyd Higuera, and County Manager Jim Nichols is with me. And Jim, at that December 3rd meeting, commissioners were considering increasing the excise tax on motor vehicle fuel by 5 cents. And what did commissioners decide there?
Well, the commissioners ultimately decided to support that tax increase, and so effective later this year, the 5-cent increase will go into effect. The proceeds that are raised by that increased tax will go towards roadway maintenance and some capital projects as well.
Okay. Then commissioners also were considering a 0.25% increase in the sales tax, and how did that item go?
Unfortunately, that item did not pass. Based on how the state requirements work, we required a supermajority for that to be approved, which would have been a 4-1 vote minimum. And it was passed, but only by a 3-2 vote, meaning that it ultimately was not approved by the board and therefore will not go into effect.
Okay. Well, these two taxes and a third tax, the utility tax, which was not even considered by the board, all are tied into the county-wide connectivity plan. Mm-hmm. And with only one of the taxes passing, what's the future for the county-wide connectivity plan?
Well, basically, we can only do what we can afford, is the bottom line message. And so we certainly respect the board's position on the taxes, and I made it clear to them, though, that we didn't have any secret pots of money that were hidden. So we will still push forward with the maintenance and some of the capital projects that we had committed to, but there are a number of other things that we just won't be able to do at this time, at least not without reappropriating funds or changing how we do business. So we'll still be moving forward with some of the projects in the countywide connectivity program, however, certainly not all of them and not as quickly as we would have liked.
Okay. Well, let's move on to the December 17 meeting of the Commission. And commissioners did accept at that meeting the comprehensive annual financial report for the last fiscal year. And what did that report show?
Well, the CAFR, as it's referred to, is a review of our financial practices over the past year, amongst other things. This year's report did note some findings, which means some areas where we didn't do things according to approved and accepted financial practices. So we are working on a response to that and corrective actions, and the board made it clear they don't expect to see these findings next year, and so it's staff's understanding that we're going to make some drastic changes to ensure that doesn't happen.
Okay. Commissioners also approved distribution of $155,804, which was budgeted for community grant awards. Right. And commissioners did use a new procedure for deciding those grant awards.
Mm-hmm. We did. We used basically a screening committee behind the scenes, which helped speed things up a bit. Ultimately, this was as part of our annual practice of supporting local organizations that provide services to those in need in the county, and it's our way of supporting those ventures that we as the county ourselves don't have the ability to do. So it was another great example of trying to help those who are less fortunate and those who are in need through some other avenues.
Okay. And also, appointment was made at the meeting, a new public guardian for Douglas County.
Yes. We're very happy to have Nicole Thomas joining us. She comes to us from currently at the state, and she'll be starting with the county on, I believe, January 11th.
Okay. Well, Jim, I want to thank you for the information you shared here on the Quick Time Update. I'm Lloyd Higuera for Jim Nichols for the Quick Time Update.